Welcome to Smart Income Masters,
Make money smarter.
and welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're looking at digital marketing for 2025. It feels like it's not just evolving, it's being totally rewritten.
Absolutely. We've gone through your sources on the biggest trends, the ones shaping how people actually connect, discover, and buy online now.
Right. And our mission here is pretty straightforward. Unpack the most critical insights from all this information. We want to give you the shortcut, basically, to understand what's shifting and, importantly, why it matters now.
And if you find this useful, if you want more deep dives like this one to help you navigate these complex changes, definitely hit that subscribe button.
Okay, so the old playbook, the one focused on just driving clicks and traffic from a few places to a website, that's fading fast, isn't it?
It really is. If you're not adapting to these shifts we're going to talk about, chances are you're already seeing, or you soon will, your results kind of plateau or even drop off. Traffic, conversions, ROI.
Yeah. Okay, so based on the sources, you've pinpointed 6 major shifts for 2025. Let's jump into the first one. It seems like a big mental shift, moving away from just obsessing over clicks.
Yes. For years, it was all about the click, get the traffic. But the sources are really clear. For 2025, the focus has to shift towards, brand recognition.
Brand recognition over just the click. Why is that so critical now?
Well, the data highlighted is pretty eye-opening. The average customer journey is just so much more fragmented now. People bounce between platforms. They see your brand here, then there. The research points to an average of about 11.1 touch points needed before someone feels ready to buy.
11.1. Wow, that's up from, what, 8.5 just a few years ago?
Exactly, a significant jump. So in that kind of scattered landscape, one click doesn't mean much if they don't recognize you the next time they see you somewhere else.
Right. So that long, winding road across maybe a dozen places, getting one click isn't the goal anymore. It's just like one stop along the way.
Precisely. Brand recognition is what ties all those stops, those 11.1 touch points, together. It's the common thread.
So how do we measure that effectively then, if not just clicks or website visits?
Well, the sources suggest a really interesting approach for 2025. Forget only looking at last click attribution. A powerful indicator now is tracking brand queries.
You mean people actually searching for your brand name specifically?
Exactly. Are searches for your brand going up over time? Tools like Google Trends can show you this. It suggests your broader marketing, your recognition efforts are actually working across all those fragmented channels.
Tracking direct brand searches feels almost retro.
Yeah.
But yeah, in this noisy world, it makes total sense. It means you're cutting through.
And this next statistic we pulled really hammers it home. 59% of Google searches are now no-click.
59%. Wait, nearly 2/3 of searches end on the Google results page? People aren't even clicking through?
That's what the data shows. They get their answer from the snippet, the knowledge panel, whatever Google shows them directly. No need to visit a website.
Wow. That just completely flips the traditional SEO goal of get the click on its head.
It really does. It screams that just ranking for some generic keyword isn't the win it used to be. If they get the answer on the SRP, you lost that traffic.
But if they recognize your brand in that snippet, or maybe they searched for you by name,
then you've still made an impression. That recognition plants a seed for later in that 11 touchpoint journey. Visibility and recognition become paramount, maybe even more than the click-through rate itself.
which logically leads into the second shift, right? This idea that search is everywhere. We tend to just equate search with Google.
And that's a dangerously narrow view for 2025. Google's still massive, obviously, billions in ad revenue, but it is losing search market share.
Losing share to where?
To other platforms where people are starting their searches, the numbers are kind of staggering. Like, the sources mention 6.5 billion daily searches on Instagram.
6.5 billion on Instagram. People searching for products, trends.
You got it.
Yeah.
And Amazon. 3.5 billion daily searches. That's the starting point for product discovery for so many people.
Right.
Even the Apple App Store sees 500 million searches a day. These aren't small numbers. These are huge search engines.
And often the first step in that 11-point journey we talked about.
Exactly. So the question becomes, is your search strategy still like 90% focused on Google SEO? Because for 2025, that needs to change.
Meaning you have to optimize differently.
You have to optimize everything. Your images, your videos, your audio clips. You need them discoverable within Instagram, within Amazon, within Pinterest, YouTube. Not just hoping Google sends traffic to your site. It has to be platform agnostic.
Got it. Okay, let's shift gears. Opportunity number 3, the rise of AI agents. This sounds like more than just chatbots.
Oh, much more. The sources position this as a massive lever for scale and efficiency in 2025. These AI agents are becoming like automated team members.
Taking over tasks humans used to do, like first-line support, FAQs, maybe even suggesting related products.
Precisely. Think tools like Intercom or Salesforce Agentforce. The sources mention them as examples of how sophisticated this is getting. They're moving way beyond simple scripts. They can understand context, sentiment, customer history.
And actually perform actions.
Yeah, complex actions, which leads to better customer satisfaction, think instant 24/7 support, and also revenue impact.
How so on the revenue side?
Well, they can be programmed to spot upsell opportunities in conversations or guide people through retention flows much more effectively, more personally than, say, a generic pop-up. Smarter interactions at scale.
So for marketers looking at 2025, is this essential?
The sources frame it that way.
Yeah.
Relying only on humans for all these interactions means you just won't keep pace. AI agents are becoming sort of necessary infrastructure to scale smartly and stay competitive. You risk falling behind otherwise.
Falling behind. Seems to be the recurring warning here. Okay, trend 4. Going global with localization. This feels like a big, maybe overlooked opportunity.
Oh, definitely. And the sources emphasize it because competition outside, say, the U.S. market, can often be much lower, so potentially higher ROI.
But wasn't going global always really expensive and complex? Translating everything, new campaigns?
It used to be, but technology has really lowered those barriers dramatically. The sources point to tools that automate a lot of it now.
Like what?
Well, platforms that can take your videos and quickly translate, transcribe, even create voiceovers in multiple languages. Think tools like Hen, for example. For text, ChatGPT and similar AI can handle translation and localization nuances way faster and cheaper.
So create once, distribute globally much more easily.
Pretty much. And then there's the technical side, like using Harryflang tags in your website code.
Hairflang, what's that?
Think of them as little signs for search engines. They tell Google, hey, this page is for French speakers in France, and this one is for Spanish speakers in Mexico. It helps serve the right version to the right person globally.
Makes international SEO much more manageable.
For sure. And consider this statistic. If you're only marketing in one language, one country, you're essentially ignoring 96% of the global opportunity.
96%.
Yeah.
That's huge. A massive potential audience now within reach.
It's a growth lever many haven't pulled yet.
Okay, trend 5 hits close to home for us.
Yeah.
Podcasting and audio content dominance. You're saying this is underrated for 2025.
The sources make a strong case. Look at the audience. Often affluent, average income cited over 75K. They're loyal, spending real-time listening, building connection.
Right, great for long-term brand building.
Exactly. And the competitive space, it's just way less crowded than, say, blogging.
Yeah, the sources mentioned over 1 billion blogs versus under 5 million active podcasts.
Right. Orders of magnitude difference in competition. But here's the really critical bit. The underlying shift in consumption.
What shift is that?
More people now report listening to audio daily than reading articles daily.
Oh, that's a fundamental behavior change. People listening while commuting, working out, doing chores.
Exactly. Times when reading isn't practical.
Yeah.
So creating audio, like a podcast, isn't just another channel for 2025. It's becoming essential because you need to meet your audience where they are and how they prefer to consume. If they prefer listening, you need audio.
That preference shift is powerful. Okay, final trend. Social commerce and discovery. This sounds like it really turns e-commerce on its head.
It really does. The whole paradigm is shifting from someone actively searching, I need running shoes on Google or Amazon, to people just discovering products while scrolling social feeds, watching videos, seeing what creators are using.
And the scale is just massive, right? Social commerce projected to hit, what, $6.2 trillion by 2030?
Mind-boggling numbers. And even now, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, they're already driving over $1 trillion a year in sales collectively.
So the buyer journey looks different, less direct website visits.
Yeah, the discovery phase might be watching a live stream demo or seeing an influencer's reel or TikToks showing user experiences. The decision starts there on the social platform.
So the website is still where the transaction happens, maybe, but the journey starts much earlier on social.
Exactly. The sources call social platforms, live streams, reels, creators, the new front door of e-commerce. They're not just ads anymore, they're discovery engines.
Okay, let's try and connect these 6 trends. Brand focus, search everywhere, AI agents, localization, audio dominance, social discovery. What's the big picture for 2025?
The picture is fragmentation. It's visual. It's audio first. It demands deep brand recognition across countless touch points. It requires automation with AI to manage it all. It's global because it can be, and it's driven more by discovery than active search.
So sticking to the old text-based, Google-centric, drive traffic to website model,
Mm.
it's just not going to work anymore.
It's likely going to lead to diminishing returns, ignoring these shifts in brand, search, automation, global reach, audio preference, and social discovery. You'll miss out. The fundamental ways people find and buy are changing.
The path is changing. Okay, so wrapping up this deep dive,
Yeah.
adapting seems non-negotiable. Embracing brand building, multi-platform search, AI, localization, audio, social discovery. It's crucial for 2025.
Absolutely. Which leaves us with a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on based on all this.
Yeah.
If that path to purchase is truly shifting away from search engines and websites towards discovery on social through audio, how does the actual skill set of a digital marketer need to evolve? What does that mean for you?
That's a really good question to ponder. What skills matter most now? Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into the future of digital marketing at Smart Income Masters.
We hope this gave you some valuable insights on how to make money smarter.
And if you found this helpful, if you want more deep dives cutting through the noise, make sure you subscribe right now so you don't miss the next one.